어렸을 적 TV 앞을 떠날 줄 모르게 했던 추억의 애니메이션이 있습니다. 같은 만화를 보고 자란 우리는 같은 추억을 공유한 셈입니다. 문득 궁금해집니다. 과연 세계 각국의 친구들은 어떤 애니메이션을 보고 자랐을까요?
Jak byłam mała, oglądałam taką bajkę Przygody wróbelka ćwirka i tam w każdym odcinku wróbelek sobie latał do miejsc różnych i tam poznawał właśnie inne gatunki ptaków i dowiadywał się o nich. Dzięki temu również młodsi widzowie mogli poznawać różne ptaki, ich życie i wydaje mi się, że to było bardzo fajne i pouczające dla mnie też. Moją ulubioną bajką był Tabaluga. To jest niemiecko-australijska bajka. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Why you laugh? It was so close. Why I have to repeat this one?
Choć taki maleńki chce ocalić wielki świat.
Jak byłam mała, zawsze o godzinie 7 wieczorem były tak zwane dobranocki, czyli właśnie takie bajki, krótkie, bo około 30 minut. Dzieci zawsze przygotowały się wcześniej, jadły kolację, kąpały się, oglądały tą bajkę i potem szły spać.
ドラえもんは、主人公がドラえもんとそしてのび太くん、そしてのび太くんと仲の悪いジャイアンがよく出てきます。ドラえもんはいつでもいろんな道具を準備してのび太くんを助けてくれます。好きだったエピソードはちょっと覚えてないんですけれど、好きで見ていた、道具はどこでもドアという道具です。どこでもドアは開けたら自分の行きたいところに行けるので、家に1個あったらいいなと思ってます。歌はこんなこといいなってきたらいいなっていう歌があります。ドラえもんは髪の毛がないんですけれど、小さい頃おじいちゃんの頭に青い紙を貼って「おじいちゃん髪の毛できたよ」って言いました。
Yes, the animation was about a kid. He was actually 300 years old. He lived with his uncle and his auntie, Dr. Victor and Morgana. They were both like witches. He never actually had met friends before, but then those three kids, they go to the castle where he lives with his uncle, and they met for the first time and like become real good friends. I think everyone will recognize, but like boom, 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 Castelo Rá-Tim-Bum, boom, 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 Castelo Rá-Tim-Bum. It's not like that.
It feels like a Brazilian funk, and not Brazilian. Okay, can you sing again? Can you sing again?
Okay, like boom, 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 Castelo Rá-Tim-Bum.
Sorry. Can you remember?
Yes, of course. That's so funny. So nostalgic, like really nostalgic, really.
Dear.
So I watched Heidi. It's a Japanese animation. I did not know that Heidi was a Japanese animation until I was 16 because I always thought it had to be German because it takes place in Switzerland. Yeah. And it's about a little girl who lives in Switzerland with her grumpy grandfather. And even though he does not want to take care of her, she's a very lovely girl, and so he starts to like her very much. And she also gets a friend. His name is Peter. Have a lot of adventures in the nature of Switzerland. It's very beautiful, animated. But there was a scene when they ate. Okay, that sounds maybe weird, but they had bread with cheese and they made it over the fireplace so that it was melting. So I remember that.
킴 퍼스블이라는 미국 프로그램 엄청 많이 좋아했었어요. 그래서 어떤 내용이냐면은 어떤 고등학생 치어리더에 대한 얘기인데, 근데 그것뿐만 아니라 그 친구는 사실 학생이자 과학 악용하는 사람이랑 막 싸우고 시민들 찢기고 지구를 찢기고 그런 것도 하니까 참 보기 재밌었어요. 사실 캐릭터는 약간 악당적이었긴 하지만 쉐이거라는 캐릭터였고요. 근데 왜 좋아하냐면 그러니까 이 캐릭터는 여자거든요. 뭐 멋있는 말투로 막, 그거 아니거든요. 뭐 이렇게 하고 모르겠어요. 그냥 너무 악당이었긴 하지만 자랑스러웠어요. 자랑스러운 캐릭터였던 것 같아요. 그러니까 어떤 거였지? Doesn't matter where, doesn't matter where. 그랬다가 완전 신나죠, 진짜로. Call me, beat me, if you want to reach me. 그랬다가 call me 그렇게 높게 가고 너무 좋아요, 진짜. 완전 좋아요.
宝莲灯的内容呢，其实并不复杂，就讲的是一个仙女，她跟一个凡间的男子结合，生下了一个儿子之后呢，被压在了山下。他们的孩子长大以后呢，就经历了千辛万苦把母亲救出来了，是这样的故事。最深刻的就是陈翔长大以后呢，他获得了宝莲灯里面的力量，最后劈开大山把母亲救出来的那个场面，印象最深刻了。终于相见了，妈妈。陈翔，不行哦，对的，你看他们眼眶含泪，我就是看了这个，所以才哭出来的。小孩子嘛，肯定都一样啊，就像看《西游记》的时候，想要孙悟空那根可以变长变短的金箍棒一样，总想用小小的脑袋做大大的梦想，变成英雄人物。所以那个时候我也想拿到沉香的宝莲灯，因为它里面蕴含着很多力量。但是那个时候不知道是因为没有卖的，还是我没有找到，所以没有买到。但是我还没有放弃，买了很多彩纸，不停的折啊折啊折啊折。虽然最后没有成功，但对我来说还是一段很有趣的经历吧。Si fuera una en español, me gustaba mucho una que se llamaba Las Tres Mellizas.
Mellizas.
Que era sobre, bueno, eran las aventuras de tres niñas que cuando hacían algo mal, una travesura, pues había una señora mayor que era como una bruja, que las castigaba metiéndolas en un cuento para que aprendieran una lección a partir de ese cuento. Y la mayoría eran cuentos muy conocidos, como Cenicienta, Blancanieves, eran cuentos muy populares. 1, 2, 3, las tres mellizas, 1, 2, 3, bueno. Veréis qué risa. No la voy a cantar, espera que me da mucha vergüenza.
¿Verdad?
Y siempre me acordaré que para Navidades pedí la casa de las tres mellizas. Y cuando llegó el día de Navidad y fui a abrir los regalos, no estaba. Y yo estaba muy triste porque era lo único que quería, era lo que había pedido. Y resulta que mis padres lo habían escondido detrás del árbol de Navidad para darme una sorpresa y me alegré mucho y siempre recordaré esa anécdota.
¿Todavía sigues teniendo eso?
Sí, la tengo guardada. Me gustaba mucho esa casa.
Let's see. Hey, was about a bunch of kids running around the city. They were maybe in 4th grade. In the city, they never named the actual city, but it was modeled after New York. I guess being a free-range kid, whereas nowadays, kids are watched heavily. They're not allowed to run around. But back in those days, kids were allowed to run all over the place, all over the city. So it's just about what it was like to be a kid in New York in 4th grade.
It was pretty cool, and I do remember some episodes, and they were playing like baseball in the streets, or they were skateboarding and talking to neighbors, and just having a lot of fun, like mainly outdoors in the city. Like you rarely saw them inside their houses or something. The big ones for me growing up were Pokemon and Scooby-Doo. Super fun, super adventurous. Still have all of the theme songs actually with me on my iPod. So here we go.
Which one are you going to sing?
The original one, where it's like doo doo doo, and then you see the bats go away, and then Scooby-Doo and like Ghost comes up and it's like Scooby-Doo, whoa, Scooby-Doo. They go around solving crime. Near the end, there's always like they always rip off the mask of someone who ends up being like actually a central character to the episode. So it's always like, oh my gosh, when they rip off the mask, it's Mr. Jenkins, or it's like the mayor. The mayor. That was the main one.
I would say not as naive as I was when I was smaller.
I'm not pure anymore. That's so sad. I mean, I like it, the feeling of being like somehow believing in those things. Like, oh, they could be real. I could like see dragons maybe, you know. I had so much thoughts and imaginations about this, yeah.
I don't know, the whole neighborhood I grew up in seemed a lot bigger when I was smaller. And we had a lot of hills that we can pretend were mountains, or trees that we could pretend were castles and stuff like that. But when you get older, trees are just trees and hills are just hills. Oh, that sounds so depressing.
一样的部分，我想我可以毫不惭愧的说吧，就是童心还没有丧失吧。如果看到同样感人的画面的话，还是会受到感染的。
I would say I'm just as curious as I was when I was little.
Still watch cartoons.
Podobieństwa, jakie są teraz i wcześniej, jeżeli chodzi o bajki, to to, że każde dziecko lubi oglądać bajki. Ja lubiłam oglądać bajki i moje rodzeństwo lubi oglądać bajki, mimo że jest młodsze dużo ode mnie. No i każde dziecko ogląda bajki. To jest naturalne.
It doesn't matter if you got mature or not. I mean, just try not to kill the child inside of you, you know? Because it's important. It's part of your life. It's part of your history, and you know.
Remember what you loved and why you loved it, and to always stay true to yourself, even if it might seem embarrassing to others. If you're proud of the fact that you still watch Sailor Moon on YouTube, that is A-okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Actually, I think I will watch some of Hachimbun nowadays just to feel that nostalgic feeling again.